that sound can only mean one thing. Episode 4, Podcast Rewritten.
What's up, guys? It's Annie and Ralph, and we are back with episode number 4. I'd say last week was a pretty great episode. Great interview with Joey.
What was it? Joey Zlakowski, right?
Yep, the creative director of ToonTown Rewritten.
That was a fantastic episode. We got a lot of good feedback. A lot of really kind emails and what's the other thing called? DM?
Yep, DMs through Twitter and Instagram.
We got a lot of good feedback. We got a lot of new listeners, too. I think we have listeners now in 25 states. Mm-hmm. England, Scotland, Israel.
Wow.
Yeah, Israel.
It's amazing.
Which they're having some problems out in Israel right now. I hope that all gets resolved as fast as possible. Definitely.
All right, everybody. So the first thing that we kind of want to talk about today is content packs. So I just recently found out about content packs.
I've known about content packs for years.
Have you?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, so I both of us just found out about it. And I downloaded the At Dusk content pack. So if you don't know what a content pack is, you can look it up. What I looked up was, when I first found out about it, ToonTown Rewritten content packs. And they're actually partnered. I don't know the exact name, but there's some people partnered with ToonTown Rewritten. So the website it will bring you to is, all through ToonTown Rewritten. And so basically it is just a bunch of new textures when you download it. And, it's like different music, and it makes the quality a lot more enjoyable. And since I've downloaded a content pack, I have not crashed once, because previously I used to crash maybe, every 15 minutes every time I entered a different street.
I probably crash. If I'm going to sit down and play for an hour and a half, I'm going to crash 2 to 3 times, maybe 4 times.
And, I can deal with it because I love this game so much, but having the content pack, I usually yesterday I literally played all day, and I did not crash one time. Without the content pack, I probably would have crashed multiple times. The At Dusk content pack, and let me just tell you, there's all different ones. There's one called Toon Wars, which is, based off of Star Wars. There's a Halloween one, all types, with different colors and music.
I don't think Toon Wars is specifically Star Wars.
Oh, really?
I think it's more sci-fi, but it's got some Star Wars elements in it, because that's the one I downloaded, of course. Of course, they don't know. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so of course that's the one I downloaded. I haven't played it yet because I've still been playing ToonTown Rewritten stock. Would you say vanilla version? How would you put that?
I'm not really sure.
I just play regular ToonTown Rewritten. I'm going to install the content pack maybe right after we're done recording.
You definitely should.
So are you saying that content packs solve ToonTown crashing?
That's what it seems like to me. I can't speak for everybody else, but all I'm saying is, before I had the content pack, I would crash like every 10 minutes. Now that I have the content pack, and I've had it for about 2 days, I have not crashed once.
I was reading somewhere online, they were saying that the reason why it's crashing, or some people have problems with crashing, is because when the processor has the built-in GPU, which is like the graphics processor, when it's built into the CPU, that ToonTown Rewritten might not play nice with those processors.
Right.
So people recommend getting the separate graphics card, which I think your computer has the separate graphics card, because you've got one of those fancy.
Yeah, I have a gaming computer.
Yeah, I have a regular laptop. It's got the i7 processor, but I do have the integrated graphics card whereas Annie does not. She's got the highfalutin, fancy gaming computer, which she also plays Call of Duty on. You just started that, right?
I did. I downloaded it because my fiance plays a lot of Call of Duty, and I figured, I would learn it because it would be something for us to do together. I'm actually just learning how to play that. It's been very difficult for me. I'm not too good at it. He wins lots of games on it.
I didn't realize that you spoke French, Annie. Fiance. Isn't that French?
You know what? I'm not very sure.
I think it is. We actually do not have any listeners in France. Maybe we'll get some now because we're obviously bilingual.
Speaking French.
Right, we're speaking French, so
It's hysterical.
so next week I'll let you know if we get any listeners in France. So, content packs, we think we're about 90% sure solve the ToonTown Rewritten crashing problem, and you can get them right now at uglycorny.net, but
That's good to know.
Yeah, but it's going to redirect you to contentpacks.net because they're retiring Ugly Corny. Is that where you went and got your content?
That is where I got my content pack,
okay.
yes.
That's where I got mine too.
I just looked up ToonTown Rewritten content packs, and then it took me to that website that you're showing me.
So with the content pack, Annie, so what's actually different about the game itself?
How do you mean?
Like, is the game going to look different? Is it going to sound different?
Oh, yeah. So I've only tried the one content pack at dusk. But yeah, it changed it. Like, it changed the music. The At Dusk content pack, the music is a lot more mellow. So Goofy's Gag Shop, it's like a whole nother dog on there. It's still called Goofy's Gag Shop, obviously, but like the dog is different.
They changed the
really? Dog, yeah. All the other characters like on the street signs are the same. Like the ground is different. In Toontown Central, like in the background, there's like big skyscrapers.
Oh wow.
It's amazing. Like the streets are just all colorful and
I was watching you play it earlier, and when you were going into the tunnels to get to the street, like I don't know which. I think you were going into Silly Street or something like that.
There was bricks.
It's like it kind of reminds me of the subway in Manhattan.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty cool. Now, are there any gameplay differences, or does it still play exactly the same?
Oh, it still plays exactly the same. As far as all of that, it has not changed. They really can't change that. It looks a lot different.
That's fantastic.
Something that I don't really care for about it is, so some of the furniture, like in my house, looks different.
Oh, really?
I have a portrait of Mickey Mouse in there. And
so do I.
Yeah, well,
you
don't anymore.
What?
It's like, I don't know. I think it's a portrait of a person now. Just go look at it. It's not the same anymore.
I wonder if maybe the person who coded it maybe slipped a picture of themselves in there.
I don't know. See, I also have a portrait of Mickey and Minnie Mouse, and that's the same. It's just some of the furniture, they like changed the colors, or they like a lot of the portraits they changed up. Okay. Some of it's cool, but some of it's just
So that is the only so how many content packs are there? Is there like a whole bunch of them?
There's a handful, and there's some for Corporate Clash. Not as many as there are for Toontown Rewritten, but yeah, there is some for Toontown Corporate Clash.
I haven't tried Corporate Clash yet. I'm still working on Toontown Rewritten. Still, trying to get stuff together and trying to build up my gags and things like that. But I'll eventually try Corporate Clash. Right now, I'm really, really stuck on Toontown Rewritten.
I feel you on that. Yeah, I play Toontown Corporate Clash every once in a while. I don't spend as much of my time on there, only because, I haven't maxed out my Toon yet. But yeah, as far as the content packs, there's a good handful of them. I might try another one in the future, but right now I'm really enjoying the one that I have now.
Okay, fantastic. So just go on out and grab a content pack if you want to see what it's all about, or if you've got a problem with ToonTown crashing, which I know a lot of folks do. I'm on a couple of different Facebook groups. I'm on the I forgot the name of them, but everybody talks about, hey, how do I get ToonTown Rewritten to stop crashing? So there's the answer straight from Annie. She says that she played for hours and no crashing, where she normally crashes like
several times a day.
No more crashing. Annie, what is our email address?
So everyone, our email address is allthingsrewritten@gmail.com. That's all ALL things rewritten REWRITTEN @gmail.com. So yeah, guys, just feel free to send us your thoughts, suggestions, or questions, and we'll get back to you.
Absolutely, we love suggestions. We'll call each other up during the week, just to kind of talk about what we think we might want to talk about. So some input from you guys would be fantastic as well.
Definitely, you guys. Now we're going to talk about what we did on ToonTown this week.
What did we do on ToonTown this week?
So, I know that you were away in Gatlinburg.
I was in Gatlinburg for 2 or 3 days, so I didn't play for 2 or 3 days. Actually, that's not true. I did actually sign on in the cabin in the Smoky Mountains, so that was pretty cool, but there was so much other stuff to do that I really didn't put a lot of time in. But I did play prior to Friday.
You know, there's nothing better than playing ToonTown Rewritten on vacation, I have to say.
You've been doing that since you're a small kid. You used to play in the hotels in Walt Disney World. I think I talked about that previously.
Yeah, okay, let me rephrase. There's nothing better than playing ToonTown Rewritten on vacation in Disney World.
I'm going to have to agree with that 100%.
Yeah. Not just vacation, but vacation in Disney.
In Disney. So,
yeah.
What did you do this week? I know you were busy.
So this week, I did a lot. I spent a lot of time on ToonTown Rewritten, and so let me just start with, I'm still having trouble on my Toon tasks of defeating 100, and then I think another one of like, I don't know how many, but I have to defeat a certain amount of Skellicogs in both the Dollar Mint and the Bouillon, let me say that again, the Bouillon Mint in the Cashbot HQ. You know, like you said last week, I think it was last week. Last week, there's nothing better than to just, you just got to go for it and do it.
Yeah.
So, yesterday, I just went for it, but, I was battling with, the nicest people, and I was struggling, and they were like, hey, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm just struggling, and one of them actually went back to save me, and they were walking me through it, and I was like, I'm so sorry, guys, I'm terrible at the parkour.
Now, that parkour, we were talking about that at some point, too. How did you ultimately end up with that?
What do you mean?
The parkour, did you actually get through it?
I got through it, but it just takes me so long. I struggled through it. Now, I noticed the Bouillon Mint parkour, I haven't finished the Bouillon Mint yet, but I've gotten through the Dollar Mint twice. But it takes me so long. So I'm going to do the Dollar Mint task first, and then once I've had enough practice with that, then I'll go on to the Bouillon Mint.
So, getting in with the right group of people helps a lot.
It does, because some people, and I don't want to be mean, but some people criticize what gags you use, and they're like, why'd you do that, or this and that, and it just makes it very a little scary. And
we were actually thinking about doing not a full episode, but doing a segment on ToonTown Rewritten bullying next week.
And I think everybody can relate to that, so I'm not going to get too far into that right now, but just expect something on that. But anyway, so I'm still struggling with that, which I know might be ridiculous to some people, but I have some other Toon tasks that I'm working on in the meantime. But yeah, so this past week I finished my Toon task of defeating 100 cogs in the cash bot HQ, and that got me a laugh point. So
1 laugh point. So now, what are you at?
well, I did some other things to earn me some laugh points. So currently I'm at 96.
Wow, you're at 96 laugh points?
Yeah, I think when we started this, I was at like 84.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I put a lot of time into the game.
I've seen some Toons with like, I think 100, 110, 112.
I think it goes to 137.
And that's the highest I've seen. 112.
112? Yeah.
And it goes to what you said?
I think it goes to 137,
137.
if I'm not mistaken.
137. If somebody can verify that or correct us, shoot us an email.
Yeah, please. I would love to know that. So then I reached the end of my soundtrack gags, and I got the opera singer gag for my sound.
Is that the final sound gig?
Yeah, for sound, the opera singer is the final sound gag.
And I like the sound gigs because that'll do damage to all the cogs, won't it? Like if you're...
Yeah, sound affects every cog. It does.
That's awesome.
A lot of Toons like to use sound in like big battles, which I myself do as well. I don't know if last week I had my foghorn or not, but now I have all my sound, so it doesn't even matter.
I don't think you had your foghorn last week.
So I got both my foghorn and my opera singer in 1 week.
That's incredible.
Been working
Opera
hard.
singer, I don't think I've ever actually seen in person. We're going to have to log on together.
I was going to say, I'll use it with you.
Yeah. Actually, I just got a task where I have to defeat a building.
Okay.
And that's my first time having to defeat a building. So if you can come with,
I got you.
we can take down a building. So
We'll do it.
Finish up.
So I collected 41 out of 70 species of fish, and I got another laugh boost. So now I'm at 96 laugh. Well, I just said I was at 96, but that's,
How many species of fish are there?
I think there's 70.
I always catch a boot.
You always catch a boot?
I seem to always catch either a boot or a clownfish, and sometimes I'll catch a shark that sounds like Elvis.
So let me ask you this. You have the stock fishing pole?
What is the stock fishing pole? You mean I can get other
Yeah.
fishing poles?
So the stock fishing pole, you're going to always catch, the same fish, and you're not going to, because there's 70 species of fish.
That is, I
and
had
you
no
can always
idea.
get new records, and you're going to want to go fishing and golfing, because through tasks, you're only going to get so many laugh points.
Okay.
So you're going to have to get them other ways, by fishing and golfing.
What is golfing? Where do I go golf?
Acorn Acres.
Acorn Acres. I don't even know where that is. I've never even seen it.
Don't worry about it right now, but once you get a little bit higher laugh, you're gonna want to do other things. But back to the fishing rod.
Yeah.
So every once in a while, Clarabelle's catalog comes out.
I get it all the time, it seems like.
Yeah, she's very needy
Yeah.
in that way. So she she just wants people to look at her catalog.
That's what it is.
So, every once in a while, a new fishing rod will come out, and I think the last fishing rod is the gold rod. I currently have the steel rod.
How much are fishing rods? Because
I don't remember.
I don't have a lot of beans. I'm a poor Toon.
You're a poor Toon.
I'm a poor Toon.
Sounds like you need to stand in a bean fest.
I still need to experience a bean fest. And as soon as you're done, I'll tell you how I earned beans this week.
That's hilarious. Yeah, but anyway, so about the fishing pole, yeah, you can buy a new fishing pole in Clarabelle's catalog, and the bigger fishing pole you have, the better fish will catch.
Gotcha.
And the more beans they will be worth. So eventually you can get beans that way. Like right now, I catch fish that are worth like 20-something beans.
Oh my goodness.
So then you can get beans that way. And like once I turn them into the fishermen,
yeah,
I get like 100 or 200 beans.
So wow, that's incredible. So when Toons catch fish not to eat. Toons catch fish because they're pets, because you're selling them at the pet store.
Yeah, they're like, thanks, the pet shop will love these.
Right. Or what does he say? Like, these are some fine specimens.
Yep.
So the Toons aren't actually eating the fish. No. They're pets.
Selling them to the pet shop.
Selling them to the pet shop.
But Have you heard of doodles yet?
You know, I don't want to say I know exactly what it is, but isn't a doodle like a pet?
It is a pet, and eventually it'll be really helpful because you train them, and when they learn a new trick, you can call them into battle, like when your Toon is about to go sad,
Right.
and
That
they
happens to
can
me a
give
lot.
you laugh points.
Oh, so they don't actually have an attack. What they do is
heal
they
you.
heal you. Like, what's that gag? The one that heals
Tune-up.
you? So they give you a little tune-up.
Yep.
Okay. I love that.
I love it too. I just recently got a new doodle and I returned my old one because he wasn't listening to me.
Oh, that's terrible.
I wasn't too fond of my doodle.
That's awful. He probably feels horrible.
It's alright. I don't think he liked me too much.
Really? What was his name?
Yeah.
Do you?
His name was
get to
Manhattan.
know- You named him
Manhattan.
That is adorable.
Now my new one's name is Blizzard.
Blizzard.
Yeah.
Okay. So you.
He's cute.
So you traded in Manhattan because you're from New York City
Yep.
and you got Blizzard, but you hate the cold.
I like a good snow
You do like
For,
a
like-
good snow. That's true.
for like 2 days.
And then you just want
And
to go
then,
away.
yeah, because the roads get so icy.
That's true.
But I like a good, snow.
And then there's that Blizzard. Is it at McDonald's or is it at DQ? I forgot.
It's at a bunch of places, but
Yeah.
I think,
McFlurry at McDonald's.
yeah, and then the Blizzard at
DQ.
Dairy Queen.
Yeah, so there you go. What else did you do this
There
week?
you go. Well, I have a tip that I noticed
Oh,
because I've been doing CFOs.
what's a CFO?
So when you go to the Cashbot HQ, you defeat the CFO, and then you'll get like jelly beans to give out at Beanfest, or you get like max tuna.
Okay.
Well, I noticed that. Okay, well, first off, let me say that Beanfests,
Yeah.
for those who don't know, are held usually. I mean, you can really. I've seen them in ToonTown Central. But for the most part, they're in Donald's Dreamland, usually in the most crowded district. So I started doing CFOs in Donald's Dreamland in the most crowded district. And then after a CFO, if you go stand in the Beanfest, Toons who did the CFO with you will usually go spend their jelly beans if that was the reward that they just earned. So Toons, after you do a CFO, make sure you do it in the most crowded district, and then if jelly beans was the reward, go stand in the Beanfest. And, very generous Toons might give their jelly beans. I tend to do it a lot. I know other Toons tend to do it a lot, so there's a tip for you.
That's a fantastic tip.
It is. Very good tip.
Another tip, and it's not cheating, not really, but while I was on vacation, okay, I was at the cabin, and I get a text from Annie, or maybe a phone call, I forgot what it was. And she said, Dad, there's a money changer invasion, and I forget where it was, Donald's Dreamland or
I think
something.
you mean money bags.
Money bags. What did I say?
Money changer.
Money changer. I'm just the worst. So, and one of my Toon tasks was, what is it? Money changer? No.
You needed money bags.
I needed to defeat a money bags anywhere. I couldn't find it. I looked up and I went down every street. Donald's Dock, Daisy Gardens. I went all over the Tooniverse and
The Tooniverse.
the Tooniverse, and Annie called me and she's like, Dad, I see one. Is it okay if I log into your account? And I said, absolutely.
It was
get
because
'em."
there was a money bags invasion.
There was an invasion, and Annie took care of that. So, I mean, that's not, I guess, not really a tip, but not really cheating either, because you have access to my Toon account.
Yeah, and you know what? Never give your password to anybody. But if you have a trusted sister or brother or family member that you play with, or bestest friend, and you're not able to play, and they have access to your stuff, and they're a trusted person, and there's an invasion.
And right, that worked out perfectly,
It did.
because I would have never have been able to find that money bags, right?
Money bags,
Yeah,
yeah.
money bags, not money changer. Although, is that a cog too? money changer?
No.
Or no, that's ridiculous. I need to just be quiet.
Something that I've been doing is I made another tune for my main tune, Lady Bella Lemon Swirl. So the name of my second tune is Lady Bella Banana Swirl.
That is adorable.
And I find, I've seen people with like 3 tunes or 4 tunes. I'm only going to have 2, I'm pretty sure. But I find that having a second tune is like amazing. And let me tell you why.
Tell us why.
So, training my gags for my main tune, because like I'm having to train tune up and I just can't. Like it's so hard. And now I can heal my lower tune. Like it's amazing. Or now for my new tune, if I need to teleport, well now I basically have teleport access because all I have to do.
How do you actually play 2 tunes at the same time? Tell them how.
Okay, so playing 2 tunes at the same time, well, you can't play it on the same account, so you have to make a separate ToonTown Rewritten account. But once you have 2 separate accounts, you log in both of them at the same time, and then you have 2 separate tabs going. So that's it.
As easy as that, huh?
As easy as that. Just 2 separate accounts, log in both of them, and then open 2 different browsers.
Okay, so here's what I did this week. I was at Daisy Gardens, I think it was, and there's like a party stage, like people can throw public parties. I didn't know what. So there was this person on the stage, and so I stepped on the stage with them, and then I was like transported to this place, and there were like trampolines and cannons and all sorts of cool stuff.
That's so funny.
And so I got on this trampoline, and I start jumping up and down on this trampoline, and I'm earning beans. I got jelly beans coming out of my ears because, like, it's really not that hard to do. You just hit the control button. Every time he hits the trampoline, he goes up higher. I finally got the main bean up in the sky, and I won the whole shebang. And then I got in a cannon, and I shot myself out of the cannon, and I start bouncing off clouds. And I'm getting bean after bean after bean. So I like that better than jumping on the trolley. I like that better than fishing. So I'm going to be party crashing. As a matter of fact, I might even change my name. What's my name? Loud Jester Tricky Twist Party Crasher. That's my name.
See, okay, after you told me that, I was like, well, I want to go to a party too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I already knew about that, but I forgot about it. Because, like, nobody really throws parties or goes to parties, really, sometimes. So I went to the most crowded district, and I went to Donald's Dreamland, and I found a party, and I went to it, and they were not so nice about it.
What? Oh.
They were talking behind my back. When I was right there, they were like, hey, someone's here. I was like, what? They were like, why is she here? Your party is open.
Right.
But there's only 2 people there, so I think they threw the party for just them.
Just for them. And then you crash, you're like,
yeah.
Hi, guys.
I was just trying to enjoy the party.
Right, exactly. So, did you see that cannon and the trampoline and stuff like that?
There was a dance floor, there was a cannon, there was a jukebox. I think they could put different stuff.
Right, gotcha.
Like, people can put, like, different stuff in their party.
So, you were there, like, playing
I was there for, like, 2 minutes until, like,
and
I was talked about.
They were like, who was this girl at our party? We didn't invite her.
Yeah. Okay. And then I felt bad.
Well, that's about all I did this week.
That's about all I did this week. I'm going to go hop on once I leave here and start playing some more.
All right. And that is all things rewritten at gmail.com.
Gmail.com, yep.
All things rewritten at gmail.com. And I'm going to go play some ToonTown here in a bit. And you're probably going to do the same because you brought your laptop over.
Yep.
And we'll see you guys next week.
All right. See you guys.